Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to Revontuli Coast Part 4. We're just going to be going through the story as we have been, casually playing through it, finding out, looking all around the map, and seeing what we find. So, hope you guys enjoy.
The last ice age created a lot of amusing landmarks on the Finnish landscape. I've marked their location on your hunter mate so you can check them out. Apart from natural landmarks, there are a few man-made ones here as well that I think would be worth visiting. I recommend you to check them out if you happen to be close to one of them.
Why is it light on water?
Just northeast of here, up the cliff is a lookout tower. This trail does not get any closer, so if you want to use it, now is a good time. Come back here when you want to continue the trail. We are pretty close to halfway through the blue trail now. Have you been enjoying yourself so far? You know, there are plenty more trails to walk on. For example, the yellow trail takes you through the hills. My personal favorite, the one me and Pirjo take when we want a long walk with Holly, is the red trail. It's a bit of a trek, but it goes down through the archipelago. Pirjo is an oceanologist, so we can mix business with pleasure and bring our binoculars for some bird watching. We have many different species of birds that visit us. I don't remember the names of the birds in English. We have the metsähanhi and the tukkasotka. And oh yes, this one I know. We have the golden eye, which I remember because Pierce Brosnan. He's good James Bond. And maybe you know, birds can't keep secrets, so if you listen, you can usually hear them long before you see them. When I want to get really close to them, I usually use a bolt blind. We have them available in the shop if you want to use one. Talking about birds reminds me of a song me and Pirjo made together a few days ago. We recorded the call of some birds and made this. It's very short, but I think it turned out funny. Let me put it on. Good, right? Pirjo is very talented. You know, west of here is a lookout tower, and northwest of that there is an outpost. It's a bit of a walk, but you can visit them now if you want, or we can just continue on the blue trail. You know, this country has a history of high accuracy riflemen. And I believe it is important that a hunter is a few things. Firstly, somebody that respects and understands the tick and talk of nature and our place in it. Secondly, somebody that gives as much as he takes in life. And thirdly, a good shot. You know, nature doesn't really mind suffering, but we don't need to add to it. I've set up a few targets for you to test your aim. Go to the rock circle to start. Let's start with an easy 150 meters. You can use whatever weapon and scope you want. Give up. Go to the next rock circle.
Really?
Not a lot to say about this distance. 200 meters or 219 yards. You probably take most of your game at this distance. If you're not zeroing your scope, remember to compensate for the drop by shooting slightly above the target. Hyvä!
I really hope it's not by the moose.
Here we go. 250 meters. Somewhere around here is where wheat is separated from the chaff. Hienosti! Nice that you are not chaff. "300 meters or 328 yards. Imagine the old days, trying to hit this distance with an iron sight. Mahtavaa! I'm glad you have good aim. You know, I've been thinking of investing in a shooting range. It would be a good activity for our visitors and a source of revenue for the reserve. And down the line, a win for the animals, right? This has given me new energy to look into it. Thank you. Let's head back to the trail. I have a riddle for you. In the misty Finnish mountains, there is a village of magical squirrels. When they are born, they are randomly given a red or blue hat from their squirrel parents. A squirrel never knows the color of its own hat, and there are no reflective surfaces in the squirrel village. From a young age, they are taught a secret sorting rule that allows them to correctly sort themselves according to the color of their hat. Once a year, the squirrels have a ceremony. They all gather in the village center in a way that they can all see each other. They take a good look at each other and individually perform the sorting rule. Then they close their eyes and walk to the left or right end of the center. After a short while they walk back, mix and open their eyes again. How do they manage to sort themselves without making any mistakes? What is the rule? I'll give you a second to think about it.
I have no idea. Was
Any
not
ideas?
paying attention as much as I should.
Here are a few clues. The answer is rational and logical. These are squirrels we're talking about. The number of squirrels doesn't matter, but to keep it practical, let's say it's any number between 5 and 10. It's something about counting, odds and evens. Try to put yourself in the shoes of one of these squirrels. Why would you arrive at a different number than another squirrel?
Because they can't count. Set.
Are you getting close to the answer?
Nope, probably not.
Here's a big clue. If everybody counted the same color, let's say blue, what number would squirrels that have a blue hat get opposed to the red squirrel?
Oh, 4 and 3. Oh, I don't get to find out until I walk there, huh? Guess we'll find out after we get the move sets over there.
We are getting close to the end of the tour. This section is the easiest. What were your favorite parts of the trek? People usually like the lake views. From the ground you might not see that there are a lot of lakes in Finland, but from above the countryside shimmers. You know, Finland is known as the land of 1,000 lakes, but more correct would be the land of about 190,000 lakes. A paradise for the hunter, the fisher, the poet, and the mosquito. To make it easier to move around, we have boats stationed at the bigger lakes. Feel free to use them when you need to cross from one shore to another. I thought it would be nice to rest your legs and take the last part of the trek in a boat. That's the end of the Blue Trail and our trek. I hope you enjoyed the walk and our chat. It was fun getting to know each other, and I hope you will always have a positive view on Revontuli coast. Do you mind if I play a little tune I wrote for the occasion?
Are you? Oh my gosh, this game, dude. Oh well. Alright, well, that was the story of Revontuli Coast. We are done with the story, and we'll be moving on to just exploring the rest of the land, because we still have quite a bit to explore. So,
Squirrels! I forgot to give you the answer to the squirrel riddle. So here it is. If all the squirrels count the same color, let's say blue, then the blue squirrels will always arrive at one amount less than the reds, because a blue can't count his own hut. They can therefore divide themselves according to odds and evens. Elegant rule, right? These squirrels are a clever bunch of critters.
I don't know how I feel about that answer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode as we have finished the story part of Revontuli. Now we're just going to look for the rest of the cabins and the lookout points, and then we'll finish up. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Good times.